Alright, time to continue. Then to the backyard. I will call you in for breakfast in a moment then. For goodness sake. I have neglected it for so long, it will be impossible to dig. Anyhow, this is no time to loiter about. What is this? A pair of shoes. How could they possibly have wound up here in my garden? Oh, they are wonderful. Oh yeah, I forgot to make music a little quieter. And they fit me like a glove too. These shoes. It's as though they were made for me. All of Kieferberg needs to hear about this. Oh. Oh no, she's getting corrupted, I think. Whoa. On your feet, Elise. Explain yourself. What is there to explain, father? Could you not hear yourself, lass? Parading into Saint Walpurga's place of worship, howling and shouting like a priest, old Jochen. Word of egotism, vanity, disdain for your fellow folk. I have always known you were wicked, you arrogant lassie. Why you? A witch of old holy skin. Oh, listen here, you old wretch. I have heard enough. Old Jochen has overstepped his boundaries, and I ask you pardon him. Yet his concerns weigh heavy, Elise. Oh, I wasn't aware singing and dancing was forbidden now, father. Your singing was riddled with sin, lass. Vanity and lust go hand in hand with greed, your... What does any of this have to do with sin, father? This old geezer just accused me and my grandmother of witchery, yet... Enough, Elise. Compose yourself and come inside. Your temperament is a sin in and of itself. I don't wanna go with you. Whatever I do, I am met with nothing but disdain from you people. Reconsider, Elise.
もういい加減にして。
You reconsider. I have nothing to repent for. I have done nothing wrong. And you ought, Joachim. You ought to think about why you disrespect me so. She's clearly not herself, folks. She's bewitched.
あ、そう。
Oh, you can be certain of it, you ought. Very well, Elise, if that's how you'd like it. If you change your mind, you know where to find me. Without a shadow of a doubt, lass. At last, he's made his move. Who are you? An old acquaintance of yours, lass. What? You have favored by him, Elise, rightfully so. Ah, frightfully so. You are clad in his veil from head to toe, inside out. And those shoes. My shoes? Those very shoes, Elise, are a testament of his gift to you. Who is he? Listen carefully now, my beautiful lass. Get away from me. Yours is his heritage, his flesh, his ardor. Don't you understand, Elise?
嘘でしょ。
How do you know my name? His blessings, his will, he himself is breathing in your veins, lass. What do you want from me, you old hag? You must listen carefully now, my beloved. Do as I say, and he will make all your wishes come true.
何？
My wishes, you say? Why, yes. Opulence, splendor, fortune. Your deepest desire is unlike any other, Elise. I don't understand. You do, Elise. Tell me, what is it you most desire? Me? Speak it, Elise. What I most desire, that's fortune. Fortunate you are, Elise. Deep in this woodland there is a patron saint, whose blissful word bestows a blessing upon the faithful. All that's requested in return are free gifts made from the testaments not to one's desire. Reach his dwelling with all of this in hand, and your wish shall be granted. A womb, carrier of life, your basket is to hold all that is sacred. The tender flesh of earthly desire. The sweetest nectar to be drunk in earnest. You are to arrive in good company, the object of your affections. So you mean I need to romance someone and then sacrifice them? You are to reach the gates of his dwelling, carrying all free gifts. Voice your innermost desire, surrender yourself wholly to his grace. And fortune you shall attain, for such is his blessing, and such is your desire.
Elise!
Elise, are you listening? Huh? Where did she go?
Elise!
Oh, are you alright, Elise? Where did that old hag go?
Elise!
Elise, what is the matter with you?
Lebkuchen.
Oh, I am sorry, Lep. It's best we let her rest a while. We can sit with you, Elise. Oh, it's best we give her some space, Jacob. I am alright. I felt a little dizzy is all. I can bring you some water, Elise. As for me, I will be in church, waiting to have a word with you. Don't you start, Lep. Oh, I have already started. I know, you've done it, Elise. For goodness sake. Okay. Finally, I can reduce the volume of music because it's too loud. Maybe I should do. Let's do like this. I think it will be fine. Oops. I need to eat something. Okay. I don't know what to do for now. Let's just talk with people. Ah, there you are, Elisa. Oh, old Jochen truly went too far. I suppose. There's no need to hold your tongue, lass. That was far from reasonable. Nobody agrees with him. I suppose there comes a time when older folks lose their minds. Now that's a different story, Merrily. I wouldn't say. There's no story, Ludwig. Elise was singing and dancing, so what? Truly, old Jochen's outburst was rather distasteful. But I have been meaning to ask where you got those shoes, Elise. Oh, they are... You don't have to tell us, Elise. You are right about what you said. We all should be treating you with a little more respect. Oh, but I am awfully curious. I ought to say I am pleasantly surprised. Mrs. Linda sure likes her flowers, huh? I would never have the patience to look after this many. Neatly potted in vases of all sizes, the many bristling flowers bloom in colorful clusters. We can go this way now. I never paid attention to what kind of shoes I had before. This will be for the festival, I wager. Several rolls of fabric sit tucked away to be used for the festival's various stalls and bunting. Oops. These are old requests for Mrs. Merrily. I suppose some of the townsfolk still gather here, even though she's moved across the street. I think that's a job. Let's talk later. So I assume I don't really need to do work, but I still need to eat, so farming money is a must anyway. I have been told it was Freya's mother who decorated their home. I can see where Freya got her creativity from, I suppose. Also, we have a girl that can blackmail me, so I need to have some items too. I stacked them so neatly for Mr. Eugene, and look at them now. In the corner, various bundles of hay have been raked together in a disorganized pile. How do they get their wheat to grow this tall, I wonder? Fully packed and golden, the wheat heads sway gently in the spring breeze. I don't know why, but I love the smell. Several stalks of corn stone... what am I saying? Several stalks of corn stand tall, their leaves a vibrant dark green. I remember seeing a snake or two hiding in this hay not long ago. Stacked with hay and firewood, Kieferberg's stables house much of the town's livestock. Taking those shoes for a ride about town, are you, Elise? That's alright, Mr. Wilhelm, just say your piece. Nothing of the sort, lass. In fact, it's a joy to see some cheer back in Kieferberg. Is that so? Old Joachim doesn't know what he's saying, Elise. Huh? It's the small things in life, you see? A shiny new pair of shoes, a new hat, even a pair of socks. I suppose. Make the most of what brings you joy, Elise. You will be much happier that way. Now that's... not that it's a bad advice, but... there truly isn't much to be happy about in this rat hole of a town, is there? Some of these aren't looking so good. Several rows of beads, some of them looking rather withered and dry. Withered. Several rows... okay. Same. Granny Holly took me down to the lake once, I remember. Carved deep into valleys, Kieferberg Lake spreads out between the hills. Maybe Holly was a witch. It's suspicious that she lived so far away from the town, alone. And that brooch that she gave me. toy horse. A simple wooden toy horse. Its wheels now loose and rattly. Could be sold for some change. If it wasn't for Granny Gretel, I'd have to make my own bread every other day. A workbench sits outside, typically used by the townsfolk of Kieferberg to bag newly milled flour. It's locked, I suppose. It's not like I make my own bread. Don't need to get in here. I guess I should explore everything and then go and do some work. We spent plenty of time repairing the stable's roof, that's for certain. Hard at work, are you, Elise? As always, Mr. Heinrich. You have heard about Eugene's horses, then? Folks are more interested in what happened this morning, Heinrich. What about your horses, Mr. Eugen? I am getting a couple new ones, is all. Nothing of great importance. I wouldn't put it like that, lad. Horsepower is essential to your business, isn't it? Merchants can't lift a finger without their horses. That's great news, Mr. Eugen. For Kieferberg too, I will be lending a hand with the preparations. Full of promise, aren't we? If only the rest of the townsfolk were a little more like Mr. Heinrich and Mr. Eugen. I wonder if it does anything to scare birds off. An old shirt and straw hat rests up mounted on a flimsy wooden structure. Granny Holly used to have plenty of cabbages in our backyard. Several cabbages have flourished on the field, nearly ripe enough to be picked. That's a cool view. Hello, Mrs. Velma. I'm so sad that we can't talk to her normally. Okay. I think I will need more of these. Let me know if you need anything else, precious. Hehe. Goodbye. It's filled with dirt. That Vilma tried to make a planter, but it fell flat, huh? Vilma's shack. I wonder what she keeps in here. How many afternoons did I spend here washing these folks' clothes, I wonder? Kieferberg's washing well. A statue of a fish stands in its center. How old Elise are, I wonder? Because it seems like a hard work to be alone in her house and work every day to get food. No wonder she is so salty about living here. Yeah, I guess that's why she wants fortune the most, so she would stop working like that. Ah, if it isn't not the last of the moment. Tell us all about those shoes, why don't you? What about them, Mrs. Wilma? What about them, she says. Out with it, lass. We are losing our minds here. I think that's a very obvious lie, so... Trying to drag my name through the mud, as always, aren't you? It was a legitimate question, lass. A little too secretive, aren't we? It's just a pair of shoes, Elise, you can tell us. I found them under Granny Holly's bed this morning. Huh? That simply can't be true, Elise. Oh, I knew you wouldn't believe me, even if I told you. I should have known you were wanting to ridicule me. Why, we did no such thing, Elise. You are the one lying to our faces, lassie. I wasn't lying, Mrs. Bertha. That's alright, ladies. The truth will come out sooner or later. Shit. Ah, to hell with them. All of them. Imagine living across Wilma's inn. Is it necessary for me to romance someone? Maybe... I think I will not romance anyone for now. Get my ending and then I will replay the game and maybe I will romance someone I don't like the most because I have suspicion that I will sacrifice them, so yeah. I think you get my drift. I wonder how Mrs. Odili climbs this every day. Okay, let's talk. Oh, how dreadful. Look what that windstorm did to our poor Alice. It did away with a few things, I see. You make too little of it, Elise. I don't know what else there is to say about the windstorm, Mrs. Odili. Most of the townsfolk have already put it behind them, so why can't you? Old Johan's just as concerned as I am, lass, and for good reason. Oh, here we go again with old Johan. Ah, that reminds me. I can assure you, Mrs. Odili, these shoes aren't. Old Wilhelm's making a rosary for my precious granddaughter, Gisela, you see. Won't you please go see if it's ready for me, Elise? I suppose. I don't even remember who used to live here. In its cozy nook, the old home waits to be consumed by the overgrowth. Can I see my jobs? Okay. She said to meet Wilhelm. And Wilhelm was... I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was the guy that was... Okay. Say, Mr. Wilhelm, Mrs. Audrey asked me to see about her rosary. That old hag can give me a moment of peace, I suppose. Tell her she can come by my workshop this afternoon, will you? I will rustle her up a rosary in no time at all. I thought you were making her a new one. In a way, lass. Haven't you heard of repurposing? It will be the best rosary she's ever seen. Maybe then she will stop nagging me. Mr. Wilhelm says you can come by his workshop this afternoon, Mrs. Audrey. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, dearie. Old Wilhelm has a way with these kinds of things, doesn't he? I suppose, yes. What is this? It makes me feel at ease, lass. I think it might come in handy. Thank you, I suppose. My good deed for the day, I'd say. Look, Mama, they are so shiny. You stole those, Elisa, be honest. I didn't steal them, you. Settle down now, you two. More importantly, are you alright, my dear? About earlier, There's no need to hold your tongue, Elisa. The townsfolk made too much of it. That wasn't remotely acceptable. Everyone knows old Johannes lost his wits. Don't you start, fool. Oh, Mama, can I get shoes like that too? You have ugly ogre feet, Grune. Mama, April's being mean again. Can't you two see I'm trying to talk to Elisa? I am alright, Mrs. Lisbeth, thank you. We can catch up later, Elisa. I'd best go. I ought to have a word with Eugene. My goats aren't doing so good. Ogre feet, ogre feet. Hey, fool. Wasn't remotely acceptable, huh? Oh, Elisa, you scared me stiff earlier. I did? It takes a great deal of courage to put those two in their place. You did well, Elisa. They are the ones being unreasonable. Mrs. Mechtilde. They'll be babbling on and on about it in church, I wager. Would you say they will be wanting a word with me, Mrs. Mechtilde? They might, but you have nothing to fret about, Elise. I can assure you, not one soul in Kieferberg thinks ill of you, my dear. Thank you, Mrs. Mechtilde. Besides, the townsfolk are still shaken by that windstorm. I'd say they all forget all about you and your shoes by the afternoon. Well, I wouldn't be so certain. Mrs. Mechtilde has been always so kind to me. Maybe let's make a new save. I wanna meet Rosenmarine. It's weird that we just went to the town without talking with her. And she still waits for us to get breakfast, I think. Hard at work in those shoes, are you? They hardly make a difference, Mr. Guido. Come now, lads, we out to get to the logging camp. Getting that maypole done in one day won't be an easy task. I must say I'm not confident either. All we need is a little cheer, lad. Get the townsfolk feeling jolly again. There's no shortage of joy in this lass, that's for certain. We all saw you twirling about the village square, Elise. Never imagined you could sing. Oh, that wasn't... Way to keep up the cheerful mood, lass. That's precisely what Kieferberg needs most this week. I suppose... Keep that in mind, Elise. You must share more of that song and dance, you hear? More of that song and dance, huh? Oh no. This silly old thing. To think, Lebkuchen and I used to spend entire afternoons taking turns on the swing. Secured by slightly frayed rope and covered with pine needles, the swing's wooden plank sways gently in the breeze. I want to talk with you. Eek, good day, ma'am. I was helping Granny Gretel. Oh, you can't expect me to believe that. It's true, I promise on my auntie's life. Helping her with what then? Granny Gretel gives me bread whenever I come visit, you see. She asked me to taste all the pies for the festival. Is that so? It is so. It really is so, Elise. You'd best not try Granny Gretel's patience, Mandy. She's too old for that. It's Muffy. Miffy, Molly, Mabby, it's all the same to me. It's not that silly of a name. This girl, I wonder if she will be alright on her own. What can I do for you today, dearie? I think I should get one more pretzel. A Lebkuchen, a bundle of cookies made with different doughs, fillings and toppings. That's very expensive. No thank you. Maybe I should investigate the notes I found. What did they say again? Beyond the maple. What is a maple? This one? Oh wait, what? Surprisingly quiet here. The woodland. I ought to wonder what that old hack was trying to tell me. So I need to come here with all gifts that I gathered, I guess. I think I'm not suspicious of Rosenmarine now. I think it's not her doing. What about you? Seen any witches about here? Watching solemnly over passers, by the Lord's image, rest eternalized in this wayside shrine. Oh shit.
Honey,
Was this opening here before, I wonder? This place is so stuffy. Item acquired, the diary entry number 1. This looks an awful lot like that old geezer's rope, doesn't it? What is this? The miracle of our beloved patroness, Saint Walpurga. After last evening's events, I have no choice but to take responsibility. Not only for Saint Walpurga's sake, but for Old Holly's as well. Huh? Granny Holly? On her deathbed, Old Holly confessed to all her sins. Among her most mundane missteps, she told me of Elise, of her many prayers to cure her of her childlessness. Yet what struck me as remarkable was the miracle she claimed was granted. That the woodland itself granted her a wish for a child. That gave me some chills. So, Holly, she found Elise in the woods, in cinematic, I think, or maybe in the intro. So she did same things as Elise will do later, and her wish was to have a daughter. And yeah, when she was dying, she said that her wish was complete. As she put it herself, he granted her wish for a heavy price. How can this be? What did Old Holly truly mean to say? If this truly did happen and Elise was conceived by Saint Walpurga's divine intervention, yet if not for Saint Walpurga's blessing, then who is he? Old Holly didn't seem delirious, nor did she lose her composure. I have more questions than I can answer at this moment. What is going on here? I'd best hold on to this piece of paper. Tattered note. This is another prayer. Hallowed Walpurga, sanctified by thy name. I beg thou for a sign, a testimony to my plea. may you accept this offering, the remnants of thy miracle. Kieferberg welcomes thy blessings, thy guidance. Someone must be leaving this around, but who? There's something else at the bottom. Find proof of our fate up at the peaks, buried within the windmill that once was. This is that old windmill up in the mountains. The one that I visited or the other one? What the fuck? What the fuck? A door is locked too. What is this place? A man-sized sigil appears chiseled into the door's gritty surface, surrounded by uneven, scattered crevices. Okay, I'm getting out. Holy shit. What was that thing? Was I dreaming or... I think I might need something to clear my mind. Okay, I can investigate the windmill later. I don't know what that was about or what that thing was, but what I saw in there was a ritual of sorts. There's no doubt about it. I can't go back for now. Well, that was interesting. So maybe me not granting my wish is a good ending, if it comes with such a heavy price. But what price she was talking about, Holly? Her duration of life? Or maybe something that happened to the whole village? I haven't been here. The windmill that once was. This is it, so surely, but I can't move this out of the way. Maybe I should come back some other day. That castle is very far away from here. I don't know what that old hack was wittering on about, but a chance to get what I most desire would be... Shining in the distance, the monumental castle stands ephemeral and out of reach. Is it ephemeral or ephemeral? Okay, Rosenmarine, how are you doing? Hello. It's a date, huh? Let's just talk, but I think it will be a date automatically, and that's not what I want. Elise, I thought you'd be in town. And I was. Did something happen, Elise? The old fools made a tremendous fuss over my shoes. A fuss? What do you mean? They accused me of being a witch, right in front of everyone. Oh, because I sang and danced my way to Kieferberg. Oh, I will show them how wicked I can be. Elise. I'm losing my wits in this town, Rosmarin. There was that old hack too, and I can't wrap my head around it, Rosmarin. I truly can't. An old hack. I will tell you about it later. I'd best head back to work. Say, Elise, won't you meet me here at dusk? I can try, I suppose. I will make you something hearty for supper, Elise. Some eggs? All the eggs you can get me. Shit. Romantic date. I don't want to admit it, but she did raise my spirits a little bit. What should I do? Ignoring her kinda seems like a bad move. I want to be in good relationship with Rosemary, but at the same time I want my first route to be without dating anyone, so... And if I ignore her and don't come here, it will be bad, I think. What should I do? Yeah, I think I need to load my save, sadly. Because I already missed one date with her before. I really need to check this room. Maybe later. There you are, Floki. Ought to be nice being a goat, huh? Not one care in the world, oblivious to everything. Oh, what am I doing talking to a goat? Withered by time, the well's wooden structure stands frayed and worn. But I gotta say, Rosemary, she has the cutest sprite from all girls. Really really makes you want to cuddle with her. She looks very soft. But I'm sorry, not in this save. Next time. Maybe next time I will romance her. Or not. Maybe I will leave her for the last, because she is the best girl for me right now. The one that I don't like the most, maybe is sister girl. But I think she's misleading us. I don't believe that she is that righteous and holy as she seems to be. Or maybe the most boring girl for me is Freya. Okay, I only have 2 type of works today. Elise, Mama won't let me chop wood for her. Don't be silly, Jacob, you are much too young to handle a hatchet. Can you get us some wood for the hearth, Elise? Your mother's right, Jacob, you are too little. I am not. You're a stubborn lad, that's what you are. Why don't they ask Freya to chop it for them instead? Okay, new minigame. Chop and kick. Fucking hell. Okay, that was very bad. I don't know. I don't know why I was so confused. Still A. Huh. Okay. I will take that. Ah, I knew I could rely on you, Elise. That's a lot of logs. Here you go, my dear. Thank you, Mrs. Linda. I thought I'd never find you, Elise. Ah, what now, Miffy? It's your... I don't have food for you. Shoo, shoo. But Elise, it's your... My what? Your friend. The lass with the funny hat. She's right outside. Take me to her, Molly, right now. What are you doing here? Ma, you are covered in dirt, lass. I'm... She's so funny looking. Look at her silly hat. Angelica, don't be rude. Do you know this lass, Lisbeth? Elise said she's from Primeldorf. Oh, I'm not from Primeldorf. I've never had a... Why, I haven't the faintest idea, Riane. Ah, I'm looking for Elise. Have you seen her? Elise, do you know her? We do happen to know Elise, but how do you know her, lass? Ah, Elise said she's adopted. When did you hear about all of this, Melly? If you'd please tell me where. Look, Mama, she has a tiny scarecrow. Forgive me, but does anyone know where I can find Elise? Rosmarine.
エリーゼ。
What are you doing here, you? So you do know the lass, Elise? Ah, yes, she's... Fink, Elise, Fink. A distant cousin from Primeldorf. Why, you don't have cousins, Elise? I do recall old Holly's mother had a sister, but I never met her. Yes, exactly. Rosemarine here is my aunt's granddaughter. Ah, it's Rosenmarine. Oh, I am so very pleased to meet you, Rosenmarine. Oh, thank you. Anyhow, it's getting quite late. We'd best move along before... Ah, but do tell me, my dear. How long have you known you had a cousin? This all very much new to me as well, you see? My, I must say that's rather strange, Elise. Ah, why did I say that? How did you know to find Elizabeth? Oh, in truth, we... That's all Rosemarine knew when she came about to meet me, right? Ah, yes. Yet she never visited, did she? Oh, my auntie was of rather fragile health, you see. I do remember old Holly mentioning her family from Primeldorf, but... Must have heard it from someone, I'd say. Oh, most certainly. From whom? Okay, these villagers are so nosy, they need to know everything, it's very annoying. Old Holly never left Kieferberg after settling down, and... If you say her family was rather distant... Ah, this is quite confusing, isn't it? Oh, would you look at the time? Ah, I think I know what you mean, Elise. That's alright, you two. Wouldn't want to keep you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Rosenmarine. She's delighted to meet you all. I guess Miffy at least don't have blackmail material for us. I need to get more bread. Have you completely lost your wits, Rosemarine? I'm sorry, Elise. I knew you had a bird's nest for brain, but this is too much. Ah, well, you know what you did. I wonder if I set a date with her, she wouldn't do this. I'm sorry, Elise, I didn't mean to. I was chasing after Floki, you see. For goodness sake, Rosemarine. Why not let him frolic about? That's what goats do. He took the laundry I was tending to right out of my hands. I couldn't let him ruin your sheets. Alright, well, truth is, we made a complete mess of it. I don't even want to think about Father Hans' reaction. I'm sorry, Elise. I didn't mean to trouble you. Forget it, Rosamarine, it's alright. I'm telling you, it's fine, Rosamarine. I feel all I have done so far is trouble you. Which isn't a complete lie now, is it? Yet I do enjoy your company, so...
It is.
Anyhow, we ought to keep our stories straight. Maybe if we tell them I came to lend you a hand with work.
やったわ
That's it, Rosamarine.
いい
Alright, listen carefully. Your grandmother is Granny Holly's auntie, the one that never came to visit. That makes you my distant cousin of sorts, you see. You came about to meet me, but we could have simply bumped into each other. And you asked me if I knew anyone named Holly. I don't understand, Lizzie. How does that relate to what I said? Why, you liked Kieferberg so much you wanted to stay and lend a hand. Oh. You're a kind, charitable, loving soul who wants to help with the festival. That will keep them from asking too much questions, I'll wager. I think that's a great idea, Lizzie.
いい
This being said, Rosamarine, you are going home right after nightfall, you hear? I don't want you hanging about these folks too much. Alright, Lizzie.
よーし
We are making it happen right now then. Let's go. New party member. So are we getting double the money now or not? Actually give me this. Full of surprises today, aren't you, Lizzie? My, who is this lass? I'd like to introduce you to my cousin from Primeldorf. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Rosamarine. You don't mean to tell me Holly still has family in Primeldorf? I wouldn't want to speak on Rosamarine's behalf, but... my granny has already passed, so... I see, that's rather unfortunate. You are from a humble home, I can see that much. Oh, truly, I've always been rather... Why aren't we all from humble homes, Mrs. Berta? Truly, Berta, we hardly know the lass. My, people take offense to everything these days. Trusting Rosamarine to answer some of their questions is good, I suppose. Have to keep this up. That's not a lot of suspicion, actually. So, this is your cousin, Elisa. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Rosamarine. We were discussing the flower crowns for the festival, Elisa. I ought to make one for Rosamarine too. Oh, I wouldn't want to trouble you. Don't be silly, Rosamarine. We want you to feel welcome. Be done with that scruffy hat of yours too. I was surprised to hear you had a cousin, Elisa. Linda Elizabeth here told me everything just now. I still don't quite understand how she came to be in Kieferberg, however. You see, I have always known I had an auntie named Holly in Kieferberg. I heard of the festival and decided to take my chance is all. That is truly wonderful, lass. But wasn't old Holly... would you look at the time, we are so busy. Do enjoy the festival, dearie. Thank you. We're saved. Good thinking, Rosemary. I would love to help with the flowers, Rosemary. I have the perfect bunch of snowballs that suit you perfectly. I love snowballs. We have much to do, don't we? I can lend a hand with whatever you need. Maybe some other time, Mrs. Merrily. Rosemary here will be helping me this week. That's hardly a problem, Elise. We will find the time. It's very kind of you to help your cousin, Rosemary. Do tell us if you need anything. This is your home now too. You're all too kind. I suppose it's going well for now. Taking pity on beggars now, are you, Elise? There's no need to be so crude, Elma. This penny beggar, Mrs. Elma, happens to be my cousin. Would you look at that, a cousin? I don't recall Holly having siblings, Elise. Of course she didn't. Can't you see the poor lass has lost her wits? Fucking Ilma. Giving Kieferberg such bad reputation. Why you... Truly, Ilma. I must say, that's no way to welcome Elise's cousin. I'm sorry, I feel I've been a bother. Not at all, lass. I apologize for this altercation. Allow me to introduce you. This is my cousin Rosemary. Rosemary. Alright, I will acknowledge that was rather unfortunate of me. Welcome to Kieferberg, Rosemary. Thank you. Take that, you wretched old hag. These folks are so entitled, I can't stand them. Huh? I think I heard something. Okay. Okay. Now I see. It's you, the cookie lass. You know, Grune, that's not something you'd usually... You're ugly, Elise, you're ugly. Why you... Is this your cat, Grune? She's Mrs. Linda's, her name is Lila. That's such a sweet name. Say, cookie lass. It's Rosenmarine, Grune. Why is there a scarecrow on your show, Rosenmarine? This. My granny made it for me when I was just about your age. I keep it with me always, because she isn't with me anymore, you see. I'm sorry. That's quite alright, Grune. Since when are you so good with children, Rosemary? You are an old, ugly crone, Elise. You should learn from your cousin. You little... Grune. Maybe then your big nose will shrink and become nice and tiny like mine. Now, Grune. Elise's nose isn't that pointy. That's it, we're leaving. Rosenmarine. You're welcome to come play with me whenever you'd like. Oh, you're too kind, Grune. Goodbye. It's good the ladies like her. If we're lucky, it might help other folk trust her more. Oh, how dreadful. You're making a bigger deal out of this than you ought to, old Odiri. What now? Odili here has caught wind of your cousin, Elise. Heard you are from Primoldorf, Gus. Ah, yes, from a nearby village in truth. And you are... She is the granddaughter of Granny Holly's auntie, Mrs. Odili. You have heard of her, I'm certain. I suppose old Holly did spend quite some time in Primoldorf, from what I recall. That's what I've been trying to tell you. I must say, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how you two met, Elise. We met by chance. Ah, but that's quite different from what you... Rosmarine Granny told her about me long ago, you see. Yeah, I came here in hopes of fighting my relatives. We bumped into each other by the crossroads last Saturday. She asked me if I knew of someone named Holly. Now that's a story worth telling us. I see. Did you hear that, old Odiri? There's no need to fret. Alright, well, welcome to Kieferberg, I suppose. Thank you, it's a pleasure to be here. We're saved. Mrs. Odiri is such a pain. There's the famed cow. What the fuck? There's the famed cousin. We heard all about her from Ariane. Allow me to introduce you, Mr. Finn, Mr. Guido. This is my cousin Rosmarine. It's a pleasure to meet you. Just in time for the festival, aren't you, lass? Oh, I've been hearing all about it. Make certain you make the most of it while you are here. Rosmarine is going to be helping me with work all week. Making your cousin work for her stay, Elise. Doesn't surprise you in the least, does it? No, Elise is very kind. It was a joke, lass. Oh. You are very welcome in Kieferberg, Rosmarine. It's Rosenmarine. It's time we go, Rosmarine. We have much to do. I will put my cousin to work if I want to. Not that she's my cousin anyhow, just make it even less of an issue. Now that is a face we have not seen before. Ah, Mr. Gustave, this is my cousin, Rosmarine. It's Rosenmarine. A cousin. I had no idea you had family besides old Holly, Elise. I do recall old Holly had an aunt someplace near Primoldorf. Welcome to Kieferberg, lass. I do hope you stay for the festival. Ah, yes, I will. I must say, I am rather taken aback, Elise. Rosmarine came to meet me after her grandmother passed, that's all. The lass is right, there is no reason to fret. Ah, of course, I wouldn't want to make anyone feel... On the contrary, Rosmarine, it's the other way around, if anything. I'm certain you will enjoy your stay, lass. Thank you so much. That went a little too smoothly. I must try to keep old Jochen away from her foe. Though, Phew. I still can't pronounce that. I never had so much problems to say anything. Except that fucking word. No, she doesn't really know me. Oh, it's you, Elise, was it? Come on. You should come by more often, darling. If only I had more money. My, Elise, who is this lass? This is my cousin Rosemary. Rosemary. Ah, I could have sworn it was just you and old Holly. She'd always said I had an auntie, Primodorf. In Primodorf. Rosemary, that's auntie's granddaughter. You're very welcome in Kieferberg, Rosenmarine. You simply must stay for the festival. Of course. Oh, I'd best gather the ladies for class now. You are a teacher, Mrs. Dorothea. Ah, I teach them some basic reading, writing and numbers is all. Alright, Mrs. Dorothea, we will be on our way now. It was a pleasure to meet you, Rosenmarine. You too, Mrs. Dorothea. I'm glad most folks are rather civil to Rosemary. I wouldn't know what to do if they turn on us. Goodness gracious, Elise. There is no need to make such a fuss, Freya. Ah, it's such a pleasure to meet you. My name is Freya. I am a friend of Elise's here in Kieferberg. Ah, I am, Rosemary. I said that so weirdly. Rosenmarine. What a wonderful name, Rosenmarine. It's nice meeting you, Freya. She's my cousin Freya, from Primodorf. From Primodorf. Oh, you simply must come and dance with us. Ah, of course, Freya. Everyone keeps talking about this festival. I am very much looking forward to it. There is so much to show you, I can't wait. Oh, I know. Why don't you two come have dinner tonight? Tonight won't work, Freya. She's lending me a hand at home, tidying up Granny Holly's old bits and pieces. Oh, that's quite alright. Such a shame, though. I very much appreciate the invitation, Freya. Of course, you are welcome anytime. Tell me if you need anything, both of you. Don't work yourself into the ground now. You too, Elise. Freya is so nice. Can't help but wonder if she's a little too nice at times. Why would you say that? You're saying that because you don't know her, Rosemary. It also seems to me she fancies you a great deal. To me, it seems you are the one who fancies her. To hell with you. Rosemary can help. You can bring her along to help you with tasks and get better rewards. It will cost you 3 breaths each time, but she will make tasks easier and avoid raising suspicion. Did I talk with everyone? I heard it was a whole ordeal to get this greenstone down the hill. The worn down, rough looking greenstone sits at the centerpiece of a resting area. Haven't been in church for now. I kinda want to ignore the father. the father guy. Ah, but who is this Elise? That look on her face means trouble, I can tell. Oh, good day. This is my cousin Rosmarin Lebkuchen. A cousin? My cousin, yes. She's a distant cousin from Primeldorf, related to Granny Holly's auntie, you see. Is my lying that bad? No, stick to the story, Elise. Keep it together, it's all in your head. Ah, I am here for the festival. It's a pleasure to meet you, Rosmarin. I am Lebkuchen. It's Roseanne Marine, actually. I have fallen into the habit of calling her Rosmarin. A habit? Not a habit, I didn't mean to call it. Has Elise shown you about town yet, Rosenmarin? Not yet. I only got here on Saturday, and we have been at home mostly. Saturday. I did mean to introduce you two. I have no doubt, Elise. She knows. It's no use, she sees right through me. I spent most of my time here, Rosenmarin. You know where to find me. Thank you, Miss Lebkuchen. Oh, Lebkuchen is fine. Don't let Elise work you too hard, you hear? Very funny, Leb. She's rather sharp, isn't she, Elise? It's a pain, that's what it is. I wouldn't want to assume, but... What is it, Rosmarin? Lebkuchen has a talent for figuring things out, doesn't she? Yes, she does. I must say she's a little intimidating too. Really? It's probably just because I don't know her. Father Hans' holy scripture rests upon the altar, each page scrolled with annotations. I remember sneaking into Father Hans' study with Leb when we were children. These two rooms have nothing but junk in them anyhow. Saint Walpurga, huh? Basking in its holy glory, the image of Saint Walpurga solemnly watches over Kieferberg's church. Okay, I think we can work now. I do need more food. Play Kiss the Rat with the kids, and who pays for it? Actually, I will go safe just in case. I think I will fuck this up. So you weren't lying, Melly. I told you, I know what I saw. What did you tell this to Melissa? Maybe it's best we don't annoy her, Elise. you shush it, Rosmarin. Oh, won't you and your cousin play Kiss the Rat with us, Elise? We can play with you, I suppose. Oh, a game. You stay close to me, Rosmarin. I will call Grune. Blue pass, yellow pass. Wow! I pushed too fast. And do I get paid for this? Not bad. Oh, that was so much fun. You should come play with us again, Rosenmarin. Here you go, Elise. This silly game is almost worth playing, I suppose. Oh, I can't wait for next time. It's best you head on home now, Rosmarin. Folks have had enough of you for one day. Oh, it was so much fun, Elise. If you say so. I'll see you at home then. There's a lot of people to talk with. A summer child would do you no good anyhow. And you, Elise? What about me, Mrs. Brunhilde? Old Holly brought her to Kieferberg in the summer, I believe. She told me I was born a few weeks after the summer solstice. How are you to know when you were born? Granny Holly ought to have known, Mrs. Lorelei. You were adopted, to be fair, but... Oh, but weren't you brought here as a baby? She was, so I suppose old Holly couldn't have been wrong. I can't say it's very polite of you to be discussing such things. I'm sorry, Elise. I was asking them about the townsfolk. Is my baby coming and everything? My, you always take everything so seriously, Elise. Granny Holly always said I was born in the summer, but I have never once celebrated it after she passed. Ah, that windstorm was a dreadful thing. I see we are still blabbering on about that windstorm. Tell me about it, Elisa. You two ought to take this very seriously. Old Stefan warned us, on his deathbed no less. That's why we can't trust his word, old Jochen. Old Stefan passed too early, that's what. What was it he said that was so important anyhow? Nonsense, Elise, that's what. You foolish folks will never learn. It's only natural you don't know, Elise, you were young. Old Stefan warned us of the arrival of the witch no less. That Kieferberg would undergo many trials, that we would... Oh, for goodness sake. You're starting to sound like Elise, Marlin. What's that supposed to mean, you? It's best we walk away, lass. These old folks will never learn. Mrs. Marlin is just as tired of this witch nonsense as I am, it seems. It's you. Pretzel time, Elise. Oh, spare me, Maggie. I have waited all day, Elise. You promised me a pretzel. I promise you no such thing. I'm telling Father Hans then, just you wait. Good luck with that, Mindy. I have already introduced her to everyone myself. Oh, my poor beggar cousin, Rosmarine. They fell right for it, every single one of them. She's not your cousin? Goody. Jolie? How do you read this? Goody, Elise. Even I fell for it. Oh no, you got it all wrong. What I meant was... I'd best go let all those folks know, huh? Oh, if only you'd give me a pretzel. Fine, take it. You keep your wretched mouth shut, Mindy, or else. Dare tell a soul about any of this and you are good as dead. That's what I thought. Oh, and it's fresh too. You are so generous, Elise. Are we clear, Murphy? As long as you give me some grape juice tomorrow. So I can drown you in it, got it? I'd best make certain I keep some aside for her tomorrow. Okay, I can spare that one. But this day felt like it was longer than day one. I think I will end this episode on night when maybe another dream sequence will happen. After that, yeah, I can end this for today. You can't be straining yourself like that, Merrily. Is everything alright? Oh, Mathilda's making too much of it, Elisa. It's an awful lot of work, Merrily, and you are not as young as you used to be. Oh, but what would I be doing with my time if not lending a hand for the festival? I am slower than I was in my youth, but I can still be of help. You could always share some of the workload with Freya, Mrs. Merrily. I couldn't even lend a finger, not with this tremor of mine. Oh, we aren't what we used to be, are we, Mechtilde? That we're not, old lass. For goodness sake, is dropping dead old folks think about? That was very rude even for my standards, Elise. But I sometimes do think about that too. Old people don't have anything better to do. So yeah. Only again I reminisce about the golden days of childhood and middle age. Mrs. Merrily, you say? Ah, Elise. What is it about Mrs. Merrily? Oh, I wouldn't know if Mr. Tristan... You see, lass, this isn't meant to be public knowledge, but Jacob wants to wear an apron for the festival. An apron. An apron. I have given it some proper thought with Freya here. I was thinking, why not a cape instead? Oh, he'd be jumping for joy. Is the embroidery Jacob likes, you see. I can lend you a hand with it, Mr. Tristan. Don't work yourself into the ground, lass. You have already said you address the Maypole and look after Vilma's inn. I'll see what I can do, but I can make him one even after the festival. Mr. Tristan is a good father, I'd say. Where is your cousin? Headed home already? She's had her fill of Kieferberg for 1 day is all. A heaven sent, Elise, that's what she is. It's not every day you discover a cousin, is it? I must say I'm glad you are no longer on your own, lass. Ah, I suppose you're right, Mr. Finn. Of course he's right, Elise. Family is what's the most important. Always full of cheer, aren't you? That's what logging does to you. Working with Gustav's what keeps us in good spirits, I'd say. The lad has more cheer than all of Kieferberg and Primodorf combined. It must run in the family, wouldn't you say? Freya could very likely run the festival all by herself, don't you agree? Logging included, no doubt. I'd wager she could carry an entire cart of logs all the way to Kieferberg. What is she, a horse? I wonder if Granny Holly took some of my own cheer with her when she passed. Well, it's no use dwelling on these things, I suppose. On your way home, Elise? Not yet, Mrs. Linda. Say, have you got any cheese or milk from this beef? No, I haven't. Her goats have fallen ill, you see. She stopped by earlier to take back the cheese I got from her. Said it's best we don't eat it. I see. Lord knows what's wrong with her goats. Oh, I wouldn't forgive myself if my boys feel if my boys fell ill. I'm certain Mrs. Lisbeth didn't mean any harm, Mrs. Linda. Of course not, Eliza. What a thing to say. These things happen, but you see... No, I don't think I do, Mrs. Linda. I wonder if Lisbeth's husband was still with us. Mrs. Linda. Oh, I know. Let's pretend I didn't say that, Eliza. I am already tired to read everything. I'd like to see Mrs. Linda try raising 2 children all by herself. That's a good problem to have, lad. Is everything alright, Mr. Gustav? Eugene here will have his hands tied with his business all week. It's a matter of when we are to do it, truth be told. The horses will need some rest, that's for certain. For all we know, we might have to pull those carts ourselves. I best make certain I keep busy tomorrow then. You'd need to feed up on a lot more pig rolls before you'd be carrying even a single log, Elise. He's right, Elise. You're out to make sure you are keeping yourself healthy. I'm stronger than I look, Mr. Eugene. Old age doesn't wait for anyone, Elise. Eat plenty and don't work yourself into the ground, you hear? It's not even that I don't eat enough. How am I meant to gain weight when all I can afford are eggs and bread? Would have sworn your cousin was meant to be helping Elisa. She's passing time until I need her, Mr. Ludwig. We are bracing ourselves to go on patrol, lass. Make sure you are home before then, you hear? They will have each other on their way up to the peaks from now on, lads. Truly, there's no need to worry, Mr. Bernhardt. I'm glad that's the case, Elisa. We must look after each other. Of course, Mr. Ludwig. Still can't say I'm looking forward to going on patrol every night. Every night? Folks need some peace of mind, yes. Ah, I see. That will only make them worry even more, I'm certain. Ah, you're such a godsend, Elise. Me? I have my hands full, you see. Won't you please fetch me some firewood, my dear? I will be quick about it. That's alright, Elise, take your time. Even when I'm fully focused, I can't get that S rank in this minigame. For some reason, I am thinking, okay, I will chop, and then I kick instead. Alright, fine. Ah, there you are, Elisa. Thank you so much for your time once again, dear. Not at all, Mrs. Dorothea. You're getting good at this, aren't you? I suppose. Don't you start, Lebkuchen. I am not explaining myself again. My lips are sealed. You can stand there looking at me all you want. She's a rather sweet lass, I must say. Lebkuchen. I know you, Lisa. She's my cousin. There's nothing more to it. Oh, could you say that again? She's, you know. No, I don't know, Elisa. That's why I am asking. Now that we got that out the way, won't you tell me who she is? She says she's a traveler. I found her hiding in my granary on Saturday. A traveler? I'm not convinced either, Lep, but I felt sorry for the poor lass. She says she will be leaving right after the festival, so it's only temporary. What has she come here to do? She won't tell me much herself. I had no intention of bringing her to Kieferberg, but she graced us with her presence, I suppose. I had to think of something right there and then. Elise. I shouldn't be housing a stranger, let alone put myself in harm's way for her. But I understand, Elise. Oh, Lep. I also understand what you are telling me is a half-truth at best. Here's your bread. You will let me know if you need more, won't you? I trust you all the same, Elise. You don't have to help me, Lep, you know that. Yet here I am. Look at me, Elise. I do trust you. I need you to know that. Alright. Stay out of the trouble now. I'll see you tomorrow. I hate lying to her like that. I should keep this under wraps. For Lebkuchen's sake now too. I wonder if there's a purpose to in checking town again at night. On your way home, Elise. Quite late, I am aware. Our fellas are out on patrol for a reason, lass. I'm still not certain it's for a good reason, if I'm honest. Me too, Mr. Gustav. I must say I don't quite see the use for it. Gustav here just doesn't want to make the rounds, I think. I'd say getting a good night's sleep will do us all better is all. Old Johan's preaching does more harm than good. He could be right for all we know. I struggle to fear something I haven't yet seen. Wilhelm. Truly, there is no such thing as a witch. My only comfort is knowing it will keep Freya well rested. You too, Elise. You and your cousin can sleep comfortably today. It does bring me comfort to see Mr. Gustav's not taking this seriously either. Maybe I need to make music louder. Kinda quiet now. Fuck's sake. I am checking all locations in case if I find something new. Like fireflies, that golden spirit. Do I need something from you? This could be handy someday. What? I lit my lantern without using a match. That's weird. Happened automatically. Ooh. Oh, lass. To think I would be surrounded by demons on my deathbed. Your deathbed. That fateful evening. I was taken to his dwelling under the pretense of glory. What do you mean? His blessing, his blissful word. You oughtn't believe any of it. need to keep my sanity in check. How much is 50 sanity? Maybe it's a waste to use it now. Okay, I should have used it. Mr. Wilma's got a whole shed for herself and yet fashioned out of an old barrel, the rickety cart rests cradling a couple worn out buckets. I am pronouncing sanity wrong, I think. I keep saying sanity. English is hard. My, you will get another earful staying in town until this late, Elise. Isn't it quite late for you too, Mrs. Mechtilde? Ah, dearie, mornings were never my favorite. Your grandmother shared the sentiment, didn't she? She did take her time going to bed, that's true. Old Holly truly was full of surprises and secrets. Secrets, Mrs. Mechtilde. Why yes, Gretel and I were always wondering what was on her mind. She was quite withdrawn at times, you see. I suppose she was, yes. Gretel was the only one she'd confide in. Yet Kuchen's granny does talk about her a great deal, that's for certain. You can't take old Johan's foolery to heart, Elise. You lasses are different from when I was your age, and that's the way it ought to be. Maybe your elders weren't as narrow-minded, Mrs. Mechtilde. Ah, you wouldn't know, dearie. I suppose I wouldn't know, but I must say I am rather curious about their use. I have a working theory on how long this game will continue. Each day we can have a date, so I guess we can play for 6 days, judging by this, or maybe 7. So you can maximize the bond only with one girl each save, maybe. I doubt this game is very long. It feels like after festival it probably will end shortly after. But I am having fun. I don't talk much because I don't really have much to comment about, but I am interested in what this game will be about later. but I really enjoy the atmosphere. It's how do you say it? Very fairy tale-y, but with a sprinkle of nightmares. And I enjoy visual style too. This game looks very pretty and music is very relaxing and well fitting for this game. Ooh. Just another girl with a wish. Doesn't everyone have a wish or two? Not all that meet him do. I was once what you'd call the good company, despite these red shoes. Ah, she does have red shoes. The object of her affections, I suppose. What are you talking about? I was forsaken in his den by the one I loved. Whoever you bring to keep him company. Bear in mind, this will be their fate. The good company. Okay, so this girl she was the one that girl with a wish dated, and then she was sacrificed to him. But why she was the one wearing red shoes and not her partner? That's weird. Despite these red shoes. So maybe she, the one that had a wish, she gifted these shoes to, to her. So this ghost people, they give me hints in what I should do, and I was right that the one I love will be sacrificed. So first girl I will sacrifice definitely will not be Rosemary, because she's precious and needs to be protected. But if you betray me, then you will be the first one to go.
Elise!
Ah, there you are, Elise. It's quite late, isn't it? Spare me the earful, Rosmarin. What's there to sweep out here after nightfall, anyhow? Ah, I was keeping myself busy until you came home, is all. And Floki here was amusing himself chasing after the broom. Where did you, Floki? What's for supper then? Oh, I made grape soup. Yuck, that sounds awful. soup. I figured we could both use something hearty. We have eggs. What about eggs?
もちろんですよ。
I cooked those too. I thought we could toss some of yesterday's bread to have with them. Oh, thank goodness. Did I do something wrong? Eggy toast ought to be enough for today, I suppose. Let's head inside, Rosemary. What? It's nothing.
あの、
Elisa, wait. It's tastier than it looks, isn't it? Could have been worse, that's for certain. Anything tastes good when you are hungry, I find. I suppose today went well, all things considered. I noticed that Rosemary, she eats with her hand closing her mouth, so she has manners, ladylike manners, and Elisa, she just eats with her hands, like a brute. I best keep an eye on her lest those folks. Say, Elise, I have been meaning to ask you something. Those shoes you found this morning,
そうね。
what about them? You still haven't told me much about them. I've seen them before in my dreams, a long time ago. In your dreams.
あの、
Elise, is there something you are not telling me? I don't know where to start, Rosemary. I've been avoiding thinking about it, but this morning in Kieferberg,
運命ですよ、エリーゼ。
our fates, Elise, they're finally starting to align. Huh? What the hell? What are you talking about? Oh, never mind.
当然マリネ。
I saw an old hag, Rosemary. She told me about this patron saint in the woods. That he grants folks wishes if they bring him gifts. So it's true after all. You have heard about this before. Carry on, carry on. She said I must bring him 3 gifts. The tender flesh, sweetest nectar, and good company. Oh, Elise, that's wonderful. What else did she say? Did she mention your fate?
もう。
For goodness sake, Rosemary. You are scaring me with all this nonsense. Oh, there's nothing to be afraid of, Elise.
あのさ、
How do you know about all this? It's an old folk tale my granny used to tell me. A folk tale? Carry on now. What else did she say? She mentioned finding a dwelling in the woods. That he will grant my wish if I bring him the 3 gifts made from these testaments. You told her your wish, didn't you? I did, but it's nothing out the ordinary. It's... Don't tell me.
ごめんなさい。
You can't tell other folks about your wish, Elise.
もういい加減にして。
Rosmarin, you have to tell me what's going on.
それは。
All I know is what my granny told me, but I can tell you all about it, Elise. I can help you.
当然マリネ。
I need to think about this. I will be here tidying up. You can ask me anything you would like. Alright. So she did get here with purpose. I am suspicious of you again. Rosmarine. You don't have to look so frightened, Elise. This is all very overwhelming, is all. Oh, Elise, isn't fate such a wonderful thing? Enough of that, Rosmarine. What are these testaments and gifts? Ah, of course. In order to meet him, you are going to have to gather the testaments to your resolve. These are tools and ingredients you will have to use when crafting the gifts. It's common courtesy to bring your host nice gifts when visiting. Isn't it? Huh. There's also the trials, but I can tell you all about his folk tale later. Alright then, for now I want to know... I don't quite like the sound of it, but... Oh, you're the one making it sound bad, Elise. The tender flesh represents your body, the vessel for your soul, so to speak. Representation of my own flesh, then. All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. Huh? It's nothing to be afraid of, Elise. It can be a nail clipping or a strand of hair. What's important is the connection between you and the symbolic vessel. A symbolic vessel. Rosmarine. I don't know what to think of this one. You should meet him when your soul is at its most vulnerable, Elise. At its most vulnerable. Granny used to say good company brings one's innermost self to light. One's true face, in other words. Rosmarine, I'm not sure I understand. Why is love, Elise? Love. Love reveals all, wouldn't you say? I suppose. Rosmarine, what is the sweetest nectar? It's not as though I don't have an idea, but I don't quite like it. It represents your vitality, Elise, your essence. I don't mean... All that matters is that it carries a part of your mortal body. A part of my mortal body, huh? I know what you are thinking, Elise. That could be it, if that's what you are inclined to bring him, but... What is it, Rosmarine? These are meant as a proof of your resolve. First and foremost, it's your determination that's most important, Elise. Oh, I need time to think. I still can't wrap my head around this nonsense, Rosmarine. That's alright, Elise. I will be here if you have any more questions. I think I need a moment. Bringing him gifts made out of testaments. And I'm supposed to find this somewhere, but where? Elise, what is it, Rosmarine? I still haven't told you much about myself, but I will be outside in the granary if you want to talk more. I think about it, Rosmarine. I knew you'd come about, Elise. You seem to know everything, don't you? Not at all, but feel free to ask me anything you'd like. Alright, well... You haven't told me enough about yourself. Well, how to say? I am a strong believer in fate, Elise. fate, you see. I've dreamed about you, about Kieferberg, your home, your shoes. Ever since I was born, I have known my fate was with you, Lisa. I don't understand, Rosemary. Those dreams were premonitions, I am certain. They stopped the night I reached Kieferberg, which can only mean that I am currently living out my own fate by your side, Lisa. I find that very difficult to believe, Rosemary. I know it all sounds very strange, but my granny told me everything I know, you see. About nature, about the cosmos, fate, and about the woodland. The woodland, you say. She told me all sorts of tales from the past. About our community, about its origins, and our patroness Walpurga. Rosmarine, that's rather. Isn't it such a coincidence both our patronesses have the same name? It has to be fate, it is. I'm not too sure about that. You see, some things had yet to make sense to me until recently. I didn't understand my own dreams for a long time, or why I could sense, see and feel things unspoken. Rosmarine, why folks called us foul names, or why Granny preferred to sleep under the stars most nights. Yet it all fell into place, Elise, as she told me it would. Fate will guide you if you let it. All you have to do is trust your instincts. I suppose. Alright, well. You said your granny used to tell you this folk tale. He's a patron saint, Elisa. He grants folks wishes for a heavy price. A heavy price, huh? He whose name has been lost to time is a benevolent entity. It said he can grant folks wishes if they show him their resolve. Firstly, you ought to acknowledge his invitation to meet him. The shoes, I suppose, that's the only explanation. If you do, he will then welcome you to his trials. If you do clear them and show him your resolve by doing so, he will give you a testament. Alright? He will then have to use the testaments to craft him gifts and go out into the woods, gifts in hands, on the night of a full moon to summon him. It sounds an awful lot like a cautionary tale. Oh, but we are now finding out it's more than that, aren't we? I suppose. I will have to find out for myself whether that's true or not. I'm going back inside. Today was rather tiring. I will head inside in a little while. I would like to whisper to the stars. Something like that. Don't take too long, Rosemary. I'd best get some sleep before I lose my mind. I am very tired too, so I think I need to end my episode here, sadly. I don't have energy to do another nightmare sequence. Oh, what am I doing talking to a goat? Okay, let's think about this. So, Rosmarine came here with purpose to meet me, and she is very eager to intertwine our fates together. So that probably means dating with her and then sacrificing her to him is probably a canon route. Or maybe the one that unlocks the true ending or something. So maybe that should be a last thing to do. But how do you get 10 endings? I suppose one ending maybe is where I get maximum suspicion. Second ending may be when I lose my sanity. And also I don't know what happens if I lose all my stamina and health. And 3 endings with all girls, so let's see. All stamina, all health, all sanity, suspicion, 3 girls. So it's already around 7 endings. I don't know. 8th ending probably is the one where I don't do anything. And that's the ending I am going for right now. But okay. I am ending this episode and yeah. Next episode should be exciting. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching and see you next time.